DuckTales, The Lost Key of Tralla is definitely very interesting and very different, and certainly worth checking out. I watched this 3 times, and the second time I actually got stuck, and I'll talk about that more in a moment. This was released in 2017, and it's an interactive short. It's called a 360-degree adventure, and it is uploaded on Disney's YouTube. I will put the link in the description. And it's a very short. It's under 2 minutes, and we basically have Scrooge, Huey, Dewey, Louie, and Webby who have gone after this lost key of Tralala. And I don't want to say too much about the specifics because it is very short, but it's not so much the narrative that makes it interesting. In fact, the narrative itself doesn't really have a lot of substance. What makes it unique is that you can interact with the surroundings. There are arrows on screen when you view it on YouTube, and you can view 360 of the animation, which is really quite innovative. And I've certainly never seen this before with an animation. It could exist elsewhere, but this is my first time interacting with a short this way. And the first time I watched it, I didn't fully understand the concept, and it took me about 30 seconds until I could actually look at the characters. I didn't even realize the characters were on screen or were possibly on screen until I managed to find them. And then the second time, no, I watched it 4 times because the second time I watched it, I was able to get a full scope of the environment. I could see the variety in the animation. There was a lot to look at. And we get a beautiful shot towards the end of all of the ducks, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And then I watched it a couple more times just to continue interacting with it because it's really good fun. And the third time I interacted with it, I kind of got stuck because I moved the animation around and I just couldn't get the ducks back on screen. No matter how hard I tried, I just could not get them back. So I don't know exactly what I did there, but I got into a bit of a tangle. And then I watched it again the fourth time. And the fourth time I watched it, I just focused on the ducks the whole way through. I didn't move the animation around more than necessary. And watching it without interacting is absolutely fine, but it's not the most interesting narrative on its own. But I have to praise it for being very unique, very creative, and certainly something I rather enjoyed. I wouldn't want every episode to be like that, as I kind of felt the pressure to make sure I was looking at the most interesting thing at any one time. Maybe pressure is too strong a word, but certainly I wouldn't want every animation to ever be like that. But as a unique one-off thing, it's certainly worth checking out. The 360-degree adventure of the Lost Key of Tralala is certainly pretty impressive. And if you're a fan of DuckTales or if you just want to see what it's like, then it's definitely worth checking out. As I said, it's currently on YouTube. I will link it in the description. It was certainly an interesting experience.